A shadow stretches over one of Asia's most vital water sources. China is building a massive dam on the Yarlung Tsangpo River, known as the Brahmaputra in India. This project is enormous, promising clean energy for China but signaling a potential crisis for downstream nations like India and Bangladesh. The control of such a mighty river's headwaters by an upstream power raises profound questions about water security, ecological balance and regional stability. The new dam, planned at the Great Bend of the Yarlung Tsangpo in Tibet, aims to generate an incredible 60,000 megawatts of electricity. While China frames this as a step towards a greener future for those downstream, the project looks like a strategic assertion of dominance over shared natural resources. The timing and location of this mega dam are particularly alarming for India. The Great Bend is a point where the river gains immense power before turning south into India's northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh. Placing such a critical piece of infrastructure so close to a disputed border sends a chilling message that water could become another lever in the complex geopolitical games played out in the Himalayas. This development is part of a larger pattern of China's extensive dam-building activities on the Tibetan Plateau. Since 2000, China has either built or planned nearly 200 hydroelectric projects in Tibet. The Zhangmu Dam, completed in 2014, was the first major dam on the Yarlung Tsangpo's main stem, causing ripples of concern. This new project represents a quantum leap in China's capacity to alter the river's natural course. The implications are vast, touching everything from agriculture to diplomacy. Brahmaputra is not merely a line on a map, it is a lifeline. Originating as the Yarlung Tsangpo from the Tibetan Plateau, this mighty river embarks on a long journey. It carves its way through the Himalayas, entering India in Arunachal Pradesh as the Siang. As it flows into Assam, it widens and takes on the name Brahmaputra. Finally, it crosses into Bangladesh, merging with the Ganges before emptying into the Bay of Bengal. This transboundary river system is a source of sustenance and cultural identity for an estimated 130 million people across these three nations. For India, particularly its northeastern states, the Brahmaputra is the backbone of the regional economy and ecosystem. It supports vast tracts of fertile agricultural land, enabling farmers to grow essential crops. Fisheries thrive in its waters, providing food and income for countless communities. Beyond agriculture, the river is crucial for navigation, transportation, and hydroelectric power generation. The river's waters nourish a unique biodiversity, including endangered species like the Gangetic dog. And for the Yarlung Tsangpo, the river that becomes India's Brahmaputra, is breathtaking in its ambitious mega dam at the Great Bend in Medog County, Tibet, is designed to be the largest hydroelectric project in the world. Its projected capacity of 60,000 megawatts would be roughly 3 times that of the Three Gorges. The location chosen for this colossal structure is as significant as its size. The Great Bend is a dramatic geographical feature where the Yarlung Tsangpo makes a sharp hairpin turn before heading south towards India. This area has an enormous hydroelectric potential due to the steep drop in elevation. However, it is also a region of immense ecological sensitivity and seismic activity. Building such a massive dam in an earthquake-prone zone carries inherent risks. The stated purpose of the dam is primarily hydroelectric power generation, aligning with China's renewable energy goals. However, the sheer scale of the project and its strategic location near the Indian border cannot be ignored. This dam can also be seen as part of China's broader Belt and Road initiative, aimed at expanding its economic and strategic influence. The control over such a vital water source inherently translates into significant water as a weapon, India's deepening concerns. The most significant fear for India regarding China's mega dam is the potential for water to be used as a strategic weapon. By controlling the headwaters of the Brahmaputra, China gains the ability to manipulate its flow. During the critical dry season, China could choose to reduce the water flow, creating drought-like conditions in India's northeastern states. Conversely, China could also use the dam to engineer flash floods. By releasing massive volumes of water from the reservoir, it could cause catastrophic flooding in Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. The absence of a comprehensive water-sharing treaty or agreement between China and India for the Brahmaputra exacerbates these concerns. Without a legally binding framework, India has no way to verify China's actions or to prevent unilateral alterations to the rivers. India's diplomatic dance and strategic safeguards. Faced with the daunting prospect of China's mega dam, India has been pursuing a multi-pronged approach combining diplomatic engagement with strategic countermeasures. On the diplomatic front, India's Ministry of External Affairs has consistently raised its concerns with Beijing. Indian officials have emphasized the rights of lower riparian states, and the need for transparency and cooperation on transboundary river issues. However, these diplomatic overtures have yet to result in any binding agreement or a significant shift in China's unilateral approach. Leaders from India's northeastern states, which are most directly impacted, have been particularly strategic countermeasure. India is planning its own significant hydropower project in Arunachal Pradesh. The proposed 11,000 megawatt Siang Upper multi-purpose project is envisioned partly as a way to mitigate the impacts of the Chinese dam. Beyond building its own dams, India is also investing in advanced technological capabilities to monitor the river and predict potential impacts. These technological tools are crucial for early warning systems and for formulating evidence-based response. Ripples across borders, regional anxieties and global stakes. The implications of China's megadam on the Brahmaputra extend far beyond the India-China bilateral relationship. Bangladesh, as the lowest riparian country, shares many of India's fears and is perhaps even more vulnerable to changes in the river's flow. The Brahmaputra, known as the Jamuna in Bangladesh, is fundamental to the country's agriculture, fisheries, and the overall health of its vast delta system. Any significant reduction in water flow during the dry season could exacerbate water scarcity, harm agricultural output, and increase salinity intrusion in coastal areas. Conversely, increased flood intensity due to sudden water releases from the Chinese dam could overwhelm Bangladesh's flood management capacities. The country is already one of the most climate-vulnerable nations in the world. Alterations to the Brahmaputra's sediment load are also a major concern. Reduced sediment deposition could lead to land subsidence in the delta and increased riverbank erosion. These potential impacts threaten the food security and livelihoods of millions of Bangladeshis. The flow of future navigating a path to water security. The unfolding situation on the Brahmaputra River underscores an urgent and critical challenge for the 21st century. China's construction of a mega dam presents a formidable test for India and other downstream nations. Addressing this challenge requires a concerted effort on multiple fronts. Diplomacy, though often slow and arduous, remains crucial. India, along with Bangladesh, must continue to engage China, advocating for transparency, data sharing, and the establishment of a robust, legally binding framework. In time, downstream nations like India must bolster their own resilience. This includes investing in water management infrastructure and developing advanced monitoring and early warning systems. Exploring alternative water sources and promoting water conservation can help reduce dependency on a single river system. The Brahmaputra issue is more than just a dispute over a dam. It is a call to recognize water as a shared heritage and a resource that must be managed wisely.